I was scammed in Romania. I can't even make that seem aesthetic because it still hurts till this day. So if you know Romania to a certain point, these things are quite predictable. Not to give a bad name or not to, ruin Romania's reputation, okay? This is clearly for educational purposes to be careful and a personal experience here, okay? Okay, great. Now let's get into the video and what exactly happened. How did this happen? Where did this happen? Relax. So it was a beautiful springish summery day. Why I said that is because it was between spring and summer and I don't exactly remember when. But I'm guessing late spring, maybe May or June. I don't know. But I remember that while I was walking on the streets, I was wearing pants, and while I was being scammed, I was wearing shorts. I don't know if that sheds any light or any guesses on what the scam might be, but here's the beautiful story of how the beautiful scam happened in this beautiful, awesome country. So we were just walking, having some nice family time at the city center in my city. And before you come after my dad or anything that he's Romanian and probably doesn't know this and should have known best, dude probably lived a third of his life in Nigeria. So we as a family basically like deciding to stay here permanently are just exploring Romania, almost like someone just discovering Romania after communism. Yeah. So as we were walking, this guy stops us. He looks like a photographer. He's stopping a lot of people, and some people stop and follow him, and some people don't. And then he's like talking to us and like, hey, this guy, pointing at my little brother, would be a great advertising model. And of course, when you hear that advertising model in your ears, it rings something beautiful. Wow, maybe he could start, a nice career for his future and all that. And him and the parents get a little chit chat and all that. And he's like, but if you want though, and surprisingly, he wasn't even like pushy, like too pushy. And then he takes us into this building which was literally behind him and was like, this is where you sign the contracts and all that. And they asked for payments upfront as like advance for an album that they would make for us. So basically we went to this building, signed the contracts, and then they looked at me and was like, do I also want to become a model? And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, despite my pretty unheightened height, I was excited and stuff, not knowing what was coming for me. Probably some of y'all might have known what came for me anyway. So either before or after signing the contracts, they were like, we're gonna make an album for y'all, although you have to pay, and this payment will be for like in advance. So what happened? We paid, and it was not cheap. A couple of days after, or like the next weekend, we went for a photo shoot, and it was actually kind of cute in the sense that it was our first family photo shoot. They were like, they want to see me in a dress, they want to see me in this, they want to see me in that. And so we came, we took the pictures. They actually made the album and gave it to us. And then a few weeks after, they called us in, and then after they were like, probably companies are gonna call us for advertisements, and if they do, they're gonna call us. They never did. I mean, they did a few weeks after, when they were like, another company, like another agent or whatever, wanted to sort of take us to be part of them. Like if they also have stuff to advertise, they're gonna use us. They took money and never used us, and it's been 3-4 years now. So beware of scams like this in Romania. I learned it the hard way, and hopefully we're not falling for that again. Looking back, I'm like, how didn't we see that coming? I mean, when I'm talking about how professional and legitimate they seemed, it's crazy because they literally disappeared. We never saw them in those buildings again. Like, they literally rented an office and said they were from Bucharest and just come into Ploiești temporarily. I mean, what can I really say? I still never really understood them, but for the fact that they took money and with nothing else in return, more money than a photo shoot would actually cost, we could just say that at least they gave us a family album, which they said would be a portfolio, but still. So that's how I got scammed in Romania. If you want more videos like this, please consider subscribing, sharing, and if you have anything to say on this, which could actually be very helpful, please comment down below. Bye, and see you in my next video.